Okay, this has been good. Don't get hurt. I got it. Jackie's been good. So, Parker, no. That's bad. Are you being bad? Do I need to take you outside? You better be good. Hold on. I hope y'all ready.
What this system has done to the children is beyond criminal. It's absolutely satanically sick at its core. We have teachers openly grooming their children. We have school districts openly grooming the children. By now, most of you have seen some of the truly X-rated content that they're putting in school libraries, and they're having children take these books home and read them and do homework assignments. And in these books, there's explicit pictures of sex, primarily homosexual sex. And they're doing this to children. These little ones can't think for themselves. So imagine they have all these authority figures telling them that this is okay. This is okay to look at. This is okay to do. So it should be no wonder that we see so many children with their brains turned into scrambled eggs. I call them all perfectly programmed people. Anybody who's programmed by this system is a triple P, perfectly programmed person. And it's one thing for the adults because they know better and typically they can think for themselves, typically. On some level. But with the children, it's a whole new game. These adults know exactly what they're doing. And they have no shame in putting this filth into your children's minds. I believe during the tribulation, when all evil is completely unleashed, you'll see people, adults, carrying on relationships with little ones, with children, out in the open. There'll be no shame. Here's another example of this sick satanic system destroying your children's minds.
Now we are seeing kids that are identifying as animals going to school, and they are purring instead of answering questions, and the teachers are not allowed to question it because it's considered a queer identity.
Like, y'all still hating. It's about to be summertime and y'all still hating. Like, do I give a fuck?
No, not one.
How many fucks do I give?
0.
Exactly. So therefore your comment is irrelevant.
Someone said, I'm not a real cat, that hurt. Ask the human to pop me a chalky cat milk. Chalky cat milk make pain go away.
But there are now hundreds of thousands of kids all across this country in government schools. I mean, brainwashed zombies. I feel so bad for them, that are identifying as they call themselves furries. They might be identifying as a dog or a cat or a kangaroo. And so they come to school wearing tails. They come to school, painting whiskers on themselves. They put little fake ears on. And like literally the ones that identify as cats, they'll meow at people. The ones that identify as dogs will bark at people. They'll growl at people. In some cases, we've got reports of children biting other students as if they were dogs. And, this whole scandal kind of broke because there was a report in Michigan about a school putting a litter box in one of the bathrooms for the children that identify as cats. Now, the superintendent there said that wasn't true, but the fact that the kids are dressing up as animals and barking and meowing is absolutely true. It's demonstrably true, and it's happening all across this country.
Okay, it is unbelievable. What is this adult inability now? I mean, this is the same adult progressives who just 5-6 years ago were lecturing children about not being, little girls aren't princesses, that's misogynist and patriarchal, we can't dress our girls up like that. But dressing them up as anteaters or whatever is perfectly normal and acceptable. What is this concession of reality that adults, from time immemorial, it has been the role of parents to ease children through education into an adult world? Why has the progressive left completely abandoned this?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head at the start of the program, Duke, when you said that this is just the logical progression of what's been going on. I mean, if a boy can identify as a girl and wear a skirt and go into the girls' bathroom and change with the girls in the locker room, we got to be logically consistent here. Why can that child not then identify as a cat or a tree or a zebra, right? There's absolutely no logical reason why a child should be able to pick their gender, but not be able to pick being some other type of creature. And I think the real explanation for this, Duke, and a lot of people don't like to hear this, but the real explanation to be found in Romans 1 of the Bible. When these progressives would do what the Bible describes as deliberately suppressing the truth in their unrighteousness. They want to deny that God exists. They want to deny that there are eternal moral truths that apply everywhere at all times for all eternity. Then they are handed over to a depraved mind, and they believe absolutely idiotic things like that it's acceptable to pick a new gender, or that it's acceptable to pick being a cat or a dog and to behave like a dog. And so, where is the logical ending point of this? Is there any, off ramp where we can kind of de-escalate this situation? And honestly, I don't know how crazy this gets before people finally come to their senses.
Okay, I've got to rant for a minute. Just when I thought school couldn't get any weirder, it did today. I'm a sub, and the most important thing we do is take roll so the school gets paid. So I'm looking at the seating chart as I'm going up and down the rows and marking who's here and who's not. I get to the third row and I hear this meow. Excuse me? Excuse me? I start looking on the ground. Go to the fourth row, everything's good. Go to the fifth row, everybody's there. Then I hear meow. I'm like, okay, what's up with that? Who's doing it? And this little girl in the very front row says, you have to meow back at him. He identifies as a cat. Are you kidding me? I said, is there a litter box in here somewhere? My sarcasm self probably shouldn't have said that. He gets up and he storms out of the classroom, and I'm like, rough. And of course, the entire class is laughing. And I think, no problem, no foul. I go to the office. You ready for this? You check out. They said, we no longer need your services if you can't identify with all the children in the classroom. And you wonder why they don't have any subs. I told the lady, I said, I didn't know cats were considered people. I thought they were pets. Another school off my list.
Our whole world is run by secret societies. It's been this way since it all started. These are Satan's minions at work in this realm. And it's not just one group that's the guilty party. You can't just say it's the Jews or it's the Jesuits of people. It's a combination of people, and they're all connected through secret societies. And they're secret for a reason. They're hiding from the Lord. They use masks. They do rituals at night, underground, caverns, basements. Because the things they're doing, the things they're conjuring, all of this is wicked. And it's been the big secret all along. However, once again, we're living in a time where everything is coming out into the open. All truth is being revealed. I just found this clip the other day, and this is from Times Square in New York City, because there's no reason to hide anymore. Very soon, the world will realize that we are all and have been run by Luciferians. Some of you may be familiar with my uncensored KJ's What Happened show. I do it every Monday at 2 o'clock on Rumble. I started doing this because I was getting in trouble on my YouTube channels talking